Knights of Arnor, welcome back to Dawnless Days as we have a glorious defense here by the Knights of Arnor as they take on the legions of Angmar and their Rudar allies as they defend their homes of Fornost, one of the great bastions of Arnor. Are you ready to fight side by side with these brave men and defend against the orcs and evil men, or will you be joining the legions of Sauron in today's battle? Let me know in the comments who you are rooting for, but my gosh, do we have a glorious 4v4 for you here today as we are checking out once again the Flames of the North submod for Dawnless Days Total War, the Lord of the Rings mod for Attila Total War. And oh boy, is this a glorious battle. We have, it's a bit of a scenario battle, so the fall of Fornost did take place in the year 1972, Third Age, or the year 19... I don't know what they would call it actually. Probably 1972, Third Age. But yeah, it's a fun little scenario created by some of my subscribers. They said there was a pretty close one as well, so I thought, you know what, it's worth checking out, and it's always great to like check out Flames of the North again. Always good to come back to this submod, and we are on a unique Fornost map. I don't know how lore accurate this map is, but it's, you know, kind of interesting. We've got a couple of layers of wall here. I don't know if they're mountable. For some reason we have an aqueduct in front of this wall, but you know what? We don't question it. We'll just pretend it was never there. But rules are pretty simple for this one. But we'll just keep an eye on it because it looks like Cav is about to go in. I don't know if these Knights of the Arthedain's general should be going in, but yet we are about to have a charge. We'll come back to the rules in a moment as the charge takes place, and oh my, that was a pretty good charge. Knights of taking out these Orc Raiders here. I like how the Knights still have the spelling error. I really hope they go and sort that out. Pikes coming up though here from Angmar. Pikes of Angmar coming up to try and support. I think most of the Cav there got away. It is pretty elite Cav, and again on this side here, looks like they had a lot of success. They charge, as I say, don't charge into the Pikes there. All Orc Raiders here getting attacked. Pretty easy kills for these Knights here. But yeah, the rules are pretty simple. A small army with mostly Cav and sally out against the enemy and try to do as much damage as possible. So basically it's a sally out first that's going to come out. So these Cav units, I presume, have to hold here and keep fighting for as long as possible. If all the High King Guard generals die or break, so I believe that's not this Cav one, but let's see. I think the High King's back here. It must be. I think he's like way at the back over here, maybe. The High King. I think these are supposed to be the High Kings, the dismounted Knights of Arthedain. If they break or die, all of them, then I believe Arnor has to basically surrender. That is how it is. So they just have to concede defeat and surrender. So they might not even take the whole, like take everyone out. It might, that honestly could just be all that happens. You can see more Cav here just absolutely descending on these guys. The Pike's going to do a lot of work for them. If rules for Angmar and Rudar are pretty simple as well. The Goblin armies must wait to attack. Must wait before his allies sally out. So basically, I think the Goblin armies have to wait for the Cav here to die, and then they can join in the fight. So I think that's mostly the troops back here, and also on the flank over here. So I think that is the case. So once the sally out's over, these guys can get involved in the fight and can start their assault here. And if Morgmir dies and all like Rudar's generals are dead, then they also have to surrender, I believe.
Enemy units have been rallied.
So yeah, I think if Morgmir dies, then all of the attacks have to surrender. I don't know where Morgmir is. He's somewhere back here. I saw him. But he's in here somewhere. He's one of these commanders back here somewhere. Wherever he is, he's in this forest somewhere hiding. And, you know, plotting the downfall of Fornost here. But yes, if you're a fan of Dawnless Days, I want to see more of these sort of like custom scenarios. I have got a few other ideas, and we have got a few maps on the way in the next update, which I'm very much looking forward to, which will also help with creating scenarios. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. As you have Rudar Horsemen here going in against the Knights of Arnor, and oh my, it's not a fair fight at all for Rudar at all. These guys are going to get slapped up here. The only way they can really hope to win this fight is if they get infantry in here, really. Yeah, the Knights of Arnor are just too strong. They are rear charging over here as well. They managed to get in behind. Don't know how much killing they're going to get done though. I mean, the polearms are on their way up here. I would have presumed there was a timer for like these cabs to actually, you know, their sacrifice to be worth it, but maybe not. Maybe there isn't really a timer. But here we go, another cab charge coming in. Don't know how great a charge this one's going to be. It doesn't seem like it's a great charge. Angmar also doesn't have the greatest of infantry, like these Arnorian raiders, which they have, which are like guys that have betrayed. Well, these are Rudar's, sorry, these are Rudar's troops. Rudar has not got good infantry, is what I meant to say. These Arnorian raiders are probably some of the best. Angmar's got pretty good infantry, actually, if I can find some. They've got some solid units back here. I mean, Blades of Angmar are pretty good. They'll hold the line. They're like Uruk Throng, really. We have Orc Hammers back here. We have a lot of good shock. Wardens of Angmar. Yeah, they've got some good units. So it's going to be Rudar's going to be the weak link, probably. The Knights over here are doing some work, but we've got polearms in it now, like the Wardens of Camus. We're in here from Rudar. They're starting to start poking away, trying to do some damage onto these Knights. They're trying to pull out of there as soon as possible. Cav is still, you know, doing some decent work down here. Another decent charge into the polearms. Yes, if you want to send in your own Dawnless Days battles, or you just want to get involved in some yourself, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description as always. It is a brand spanking new one, so if you want to join it, then feel free to do so. Yeah, I feel like the Knights have done okay. They've slowed down the enemy a decent amount, but I don't know how much more. I see a sally out here now by Swordsman of Cardalan. Got Arnorian heavy bowmen coming forward as well. Or Arnorian bowmen, yeah, the heavy bow infantry. We've got some Swordsman of Cardalan here as well, and spears heading up over here. Spearmen of Cardalan. So I mean, yeah, I guess they're just preparing for what is inevitably going to be the downfall of the Cav. The Cav is mostly all tied down now. It can't really get much more. There is an opportunity here, I was going to say, for this Knights of Arnor. If it can get through this gap, get after these archers. No, they're really desperate to take out these acolytes of the Witch King, which is a heavy, like, spear unit. I don't know how easy it is to charge down. Really, I mean, they're doing some good damage to it. Artillery over here is also hitting blobs up over here very nicely. Fanatics of the Witch King, which is such a funny unit name for a bow unit, but there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of infantry, a whole army basically trying to take down this cavalry here. They're doing a good job, that's for sure, as the Cav. But yeah, they could definitely try and get some of these swords and archers. Look at this. I mean, the Cav here, there's definitely an opportunity if they can do it. Knights of Arnor here, go for a good charge onto these Orc Raiders. Or even better, get behind and get the archers. The Fanatics are what you really want to get at. Yeah, I don't know. You might have just been better going for a charge onto these Orc Raiders. They are just levies, though, so the likelihood of actually, you know, I don't know, those kills mattering probably isn't a high. The Cav is just getting gunned down now. Once it's weakened, Cav is pretty easy to get rid of. Yeah, it looks like the first general is probably going to fall here. I don't think he's getting out of this fight alive. I don't know what this Cav is that he's fighting, though. Servants of Angmar. Yeah, there you go. General's dead. Yeah, the Servants of Angmar have done their duty. They've killed the first of the Arnorian kings, or like lords. I guess. 1 down, 3 to go. These Arnorian raiders don't seem to break either. 61 out of 200, and they're still holding. Kind of impressive, I won't lie. Yeah, here we go. All the Cav is starting to retreat now. It looks like. And the artillery is still bombarding away. I mean, the artillery wants to hold fire, wait until there's bigger blobs. So these Arnorian raiders are not that blobbed up. If the artillery just is patient, it could probably get some good hits onto things like cavalry. I mean, the archers fairly blobbed up. You could definitely hit these guys. What good it would do, though, I don't really know. But yeah, no, it seems like that first attack is over. It seems like the Cav here is dead, dealt with very easily. And now it's time for the assault onto the main line. It doesn't seem like they can get archers up onto these walls, or at least they're not doing so. Yeah, they can't. Where the towers are, there's no like sort of like opening there. So these walls are just here for, well, just for narrowing down the ways of assault. There is a couple of choke points now. You can go through this one over here. There's one over on the top point over here, and there's one down here as well. So these are the main ways in. And there's also the assault over here through the mountain passes, which is now what the goblins are doing. The goblins are moving forward. As I said, they could be activated once the cab was dead. We have goblin mercenary blades here rushing forward. And it looks like the Dunedain Rangers here are retreating. Very good bowmen here. We want to keep these guys alive if possible, because, well, they're pretty good at melee as well. So you want to kind of make sure they stay alive. I just realized this army here is the same like army that had the king, or like that general in the Cav Sally out. So these guys aren't going to have great melee, well, great morale, or probably not great melee stats either. They are spears. Yeah, great morale. So we'll see how they do. I mean, the Arnorian spear guards, I expect them to do okay, but we'll see. They do look blooming glorious in this shield wall, I won't lie. Look at that. Hold the line for Arnor and the Kingdom of Men. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to shoot archers down here. It's a good idea. I mean, Dunedain Rangers, I would have thought they'd have had better range than these goblins. But certainly the Dunedain Rangers don't have great missile block and don't have great armor, so it's actually quite easy to focus them down and kill them. But yeah, they should have better range, I would have thought, than the goblins. I would have thought, but maybe not. Yeah, the Goblin Mercenary Archers, they've won that fight. Angmar is doing well over here with his Goblin force. And it looks like he's bringing up some polearms, some Mercenary Spears here to try and help out. And yeah, he's got plenty of like Goblin Mercenary Blades. Got some, what are they? Mercenary Goblin Chieftains. Alright, so we've got some pretty decent units here. I think this is just an all-Goblin army, isn't it? Lots of Gobbos. Yes, we've got Mercenary Goblin Cleavers here. Look at these guys, the blades they're holding is probably bigger than them. Hilarious. They look awesome. We'll see how they do. But yeah, it does seem as though Angmar on this side and Rudar taking their time a little bit more. I guess they're just a bit more worried about these big sort of walls. And I don't know, this is a lot more they've got to face over here compared to on this side. But here we go, the first sort of melee combat is underway. We have polearms already engaged. There's Mercenary Spears along with the Goblin Blades here. I presume these are just, yeah, Arnorian swords. They're holding the line. Don't let the Gobbos through. Oh, they're retreating. Okay. Guess they want to maybe have the spear line support, perhaps. Not a bad idea. I think the Goblins are, because they have their attack order, it's on the wrong unit. They try to pull through there. That will cost them quite a lot of troops. A nifty little move there. Here we go, the men of Arnor doing their bit. Yeah, it seems like these goblins are losing. I'd expect no less, to be honest. The Arnorians are going to keep falling back. They want their spear line, it seems, to hold the line. Oh god, look at that. Because they fall back and they have no general. Wavering at 113, 112. You need to be careful doing this. The troops aren't that in great shape. You could see a big collapse on this flank here. But the spears and spears in a shield wall like this should hold the line for a good while. The tower's been destroyed. Alright, so they have actually assaulted on this side as well here. Arnorian raiders have been forced back though by the spears of Cardalan. They have taken out an archer tower, which I don't know if these... So they actually are firing. They are indestructible, apparently, these ones, and they're held by Arnor. That is going to be a real problem there for Angmar. These guys, these are basically indestructible. Are they all? No, they're not all indestructible. Quite a few are, though. We've got Bows of Arnor here, dueling with the Fanatics. See what they can do. I mean, they could rush forward if they wanted to with something, just tie down these archers pretty quickly if they wanted to. It looks like they're bringing up Orc Hammers, and they're going to try and smash their way through with those hammers. Because there's a spear line up here, and as many of you may be aware, spears and shock don't mix well. Shock will just eat through these guys. Yeah, they look pretty much ready to go. We've got some spears as well. They're gonna, well, not spears, sorry. Some pikes are going to help support against the spears. Yeah, it looks like the hammer's going straight on in. I like how the hammers are basically just like the dwarven ones. You can imagine like the these orcs having killed a dwarven stronghold using the hammers now against the men of Arnor. Something like that. I can imagine that. Spearmen of Arnor there. Yeah, not quite as good as the other spears that we've seen earlier. But they'll still do a job, I imagine. The cav over here is actually, servants of Angmar, actually like slicing through these spearmen of Cardolan somehow. It might also not help that there's great axes of Rudar in here. These angry tribesmen, once united with Arnor, now fighting against them. That's, if you didn't know that, Rudar did used to be part of Angmar. And Cardolan is part of Angmar, as is Arthedain. They're like all split up. Arnor kind of shatters into like 4 states. I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, it's like Arthedain, Cardolan, and Rudar. Maybe there's only 3. Maybe why I can't remember the 4th. But yeah, so that's a cool fact for you there. Yeah, that shotgun is just going to butcher them. And we have got some bows of Arnor over here. They are like shooting into the side of these great axes of Rudar. I don't know how much damage they're really doing. Yeah, it does seem as though Angmar's getting through this first wave of Arnorian troops. The next line hopefully is a little bit better. We've got a general over on this side here as well. He is actually a pole army unit. He's a guard of Numenas. See how they can do. But yeah, it doesn't seem like they got a lot of good units in this first wave of defense. Hiking blade masters here as well. A good shock there. But yeah, bows of Arnor here just getting focused down. Looks like they're going to just bring up the goblin mercenary archers, start peppering these bowmen, try to do as much damage as they can. Back on this side over here, seems as though it's going okay. Seems like Arnor is, I don't know if it's cycling out troops or what. It seems like the goblins are trying to do the same. Yeah, it looks like both sides are just cycling out troops. Very strange chats. Never seen it used before. Might work though. Might save troops getting tired out. Or maybe it's part of like a steady retreat. I mean, are they getting... I wonder if they're trying to steadily retreat back to this point over here, which if they are, I mean, I don't know if they're really getting much closer. They are a little bit, I guess, but it's probably costing them a lot of troops. Dunedain Rangers, surely they can start firing. They must be in range. Maybe not, but anyway, these goblins, they have plenty of ammo, and they seem like they're... Well, there's more of them as well, so they can just outgun Dunedain Rangers here quite easily. I think they're just better off fighting in melee for now as Arnor, just seeing what damage they can do. I mean, they're going to rout this Goblin Blade here. It's already wavering. See how that goes. The men of Cardolan here fighting bravely against the traitors, Rudar. These Arnorian raiders. And they're not going to do too much. We are seeing archers getting picked off one by one. I don't know what the bows are doing here. They are getting picked off one by one. You need to sort that out. And the center line is also now being engaged. We've got more spearmen of Arnor here. They're taking on those acolytes of the Witch King, which are a pretty good unit, but I imagine these ones are quite weakened up from those cav charges. Why they're being sent in first. I imagine, I don't know. The orange is basically out of ammo as well. Where are these bows going? Oh. Bows! Get out of combat, you fools! I think he's realised now at the last minute. It's not looking too great over here though. Like, yeah, we're seeing Shock being sending great swords to Cardolan. It's not looking good here at all. The hammerers are hammering their way through. The pikes are helping to poke their enemies from a distance. Keep these great swords at bay. Big blob though. This would have been a perfect target for, well, I mean, it looks like they are shooting it with archers. It would have been a perfect target for those artillery pieces. Like that onager. Like I was saying, that onager just needed to save its ammo, and it would have been perfect for taking out things like this. The blobs that are forming, pretty meaty right now. Angmar is not holding back.
They have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
It's the black legions of orcs keep going forward. The men must hold on. Yeah, these sword warriors of Arnold, they're just not as good as some of the other units. And what have we got here? Swordsman of Cardland, equally not a great unit, but you never know. Maybe they can hold the line for a little bit. They're going to have to be sent in soon, because the swords here are wavering. And if they don't get committed soon, they'll just flank around this sword unit if it stays like it is.
The men are broken.
Not looking good though. Not looking good at all. I mean, numbers difference. It's 6,400, so yeah, 6,400 against just under 10,000. So about a 3,000 man disadvantage.
Enemy units have been rallied.
It is doable for sure. Thing is, though, there are plenty of nasties in the back lines. We've got Northern Trolls of Angmar here. Is a cool ass unit. I'll quickly show you them. I mean, look at those. Got some unique trolls in Flames of the North. They do look badass. So yeah, it'd be good to see them in action. They I imagine will do some good damage. We got yeah, the Protectors of Khandum here with Morgamir. Morgamir basically fights to the last man. He's super OP. Look at him there. Gotta kill him. We actually have a mercenary goblin chieftain here. It's pretty banged up. I don't know if he just went into a battle and just like got pretty badly like attacked or what happened there. He is like half health, and it looks like those swords of Cardline have got him, but are instantly losing.
Men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Kind of crazy. This orc blob here needs stopping. They could do with some pole arms of their own up here. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm hearing a lot of routing going on this side over here, and oh yeah, there is. So yeah, the forces that were here, they're starting to die now. These Dunedain Rangers, they even had like a little bit of ammo left. They've been sent into the fight.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Might have been better to get those Rangers back and try and get them back here into the final defense. But yeah, now the goblins, I mean, they're a bit damaged, but not too damaged. There's a couple of units here and there that are pretty banged up. But yeah, they're going to go and assault this next line of defense, which is made up of Arnorian spear guards here. These towers, though, however, oh no, I thought maybe they did also. I saw this bit stuck out here, and I thought, oh, they've actually can't actually get up onto these walls, but you still can't. I hope they sort that out, and I hope they put in like ways up onto these walls, because then it would make it much more interesting. It would make this a bit of a better defense, I feel like. Imagine mounting archers onto these walls here. It would be great. Nice, General's dead. Oh no, not another one dead already. So Arnor is, oh my gosh, that is unfortunate. So the Allies General's dead. So these towers collapse, killing the General. And that's another General gone. So that's half the General's already dead for Arnor. Like I said, they've got to concede if all four die. That is unfortunate. Arnor has got to like somehow turn this around a little bit. I mean, that could be another army about to rout without its general. We'll see how they do in combat. But that's a huge loss. Pikes here keep pushing forward. The onagers are being fought over. Not that there's really much to fight for. They're all out of ammo. But the fight here is just, they're just delaying well, I don't know really what they are delaying. The inevitable, the breakthrough. It's going to come. Once it does, I mean, Arnold needs to get what remaining troops he has back. Get them back to the second layer. Try and hold there. Get these bows back, especially these bows of Arnold, which have a decent amount of ammo left. Get them back. Well, actually, I say they get back. They are actually sending in even more infantry. They're going to send up spears. They're going to send up these swords as well. These swords warriors of Arnold instantly losing. Like, what is this, man? Like, Angmar is seeming supercharged today. They are also using the archers to try and shoot down these servants of Angmar, but I imagine they're just going to sneak around, and then they'll be able to get these archers fairly easily. We'll see. Servants of Angmar, yeah, the servants of Angmar are tough to kill, it seems. Yeah, we're going to see a charge here onto these four archers, I imagine. There he comes! Yep, as he said as well. Here they come! They're going to just come slamming into these archers. Very nicely done. Start spearing these boys. Bows of Arnold there, they are dropping. Well, actually, they are winning that fight somehow. Okay. Well, if they win that fight, good for them. The other cav unit has decided to surround the swords here. And this will unlock this choke point fairly quickly. And it's actually sucking out even more infantry here. Look at this. The spears now coming into this fight. Can they form a square or something? If they can, that would really help. But to be honest, the cav has almost charged head on into spears here. This could be pretty painful for them. Cav and spears don't mix well. That is for sure. Yeah, as you can see, the next general's already under assault. They could be about to lose another gen here. Oh my gosh. Gates have been, towers have been destroyed. That probably has killed, yeah, it looks like it's killed Sun. These defenders on the side. As you can see, the fanatics just setting up right in front of them. Just charge forward with a spear unit here. Just charge forward, try and kill these guys. Spears here. They just gotta watch on as these orcs mercilessly shoot at them from literally like 10 yards. Brutal. Brutal. I mean, they nearly have ammo, thankfully, but yeah, here we go. Finally, some intuition. They're going to send these swordsmen and card line out. They're going to try and take as many of these archers as possible. If not, it just scares the archers off. And yet, they can quickly get back, and now the Blades of Angmar have no choice but to run onto the pole arms if they want to carry on this chase. Seems like they're going to as well. I mean, the pole arms are pretty banged up. The spears, the pole arms retreated. They have 60 out of 120. It's just these Arnorian spear guards that are going to hold the line. It looks like they've been joined by the swordsmen of Cardalan. Going to try and get some work done. But yeah, it looks like we're about to see trolls as well get sent up. The trolls are getting shot up by archers here. But trolls soak up ammunition. They do so well. They need some javies or something if they want to kill these beasts of war off. We'll see whether they can get that any work done here. These trolls looking like they're going to go for a little flank here onto the swords of Cardalan. Start smashing them down, boys. You big luggerboats. My gosh. Lots of archer fire coming in on them. We'll see whether that does any sort of damage. Here you go, bows of Arnor and the spears. They're gone as well. I mean, what are the numbers looking like? 4,600 against 8,700. Still not great for the defenders. I hope that final defense is like gold chevron Arnorian units. They're going to need it. Angmar is not being slowed down right now. then shock infantry back in as well as Rudar, Clansman. Actually, the Great Axe is just broken just like that. Wow. Seeing a bit of a rout actually here by Rudar. Yeah, a couple of units of Great Axes actually are breaking. That is good luck there for the Arnorians. And they've got some High King Blade Masters of their own in there. Have they made their assault yet on the back lines? They have not. So the Goblins taking the time. Maybe they are not able to attack on this side just yet. I don't know what the rules are. I thought they could just go in now. It seems like they're just taking their time. I mean, the first couple of waves of infantry will be pretty weak. But after that, it's then back to the strong stuff. Goblin Mercenary Blades with their awesome banners. Reminding me very much of Shogun 2, with like, you know, everyone had like samurai having like the flag on their back. Reminds me very much of that. But yeah, they're getting set up. It doesn't look like they're coming in just yet. Maybe the Goblins are limited as to when they can make their next move. But yeah, it seems like the Angmar armies aren't too badly battered at this point. Rudar's probably seen the most action. And here he goes. This is the answer to getting through all these choke points at the moment is pole arms. You can see the Wardens of Kameth Bryn brought forward. They're going to try and do their work. Can't really see what's going on down here, but I can tell you the northern trolls of Angmar are dead. We've only got one of them left, and they are breaking.
To the battle.
This general here is very dangerous being shot down himself. Like, I mean, he's only a pole arm. He needs to be careful about committing himself, because if he dies, then there's literally only one Arnor general left. He is back here. These dismounted Knights of Arthedain. But yeah, they need to be careful. They haven't got much in the way left. This last sort of line does seem pretty elite, actually. High King's Guard in the front line over here. A spear unit is very, very nasty. We've got Swords of Cardline as well, and a whole bunch of other sort of like fairly decent units back here. More High King's Guard. Yeah, dismounted Knights of Arthedain. That final layer is looking pretty beefy when it comes to troops. I think it's a bit of a layered defense as well, so I don't think the Angmar armies, sorry, the Arnor armies can help each other. Because otherwise I'd say to that really elite army at the back, just go forward, try and help your comrades at the front line. Looks like they are going to rout these swords and then probably get these spears as well, or these pole arms as well. We'll see though. I mean, look at that. Arnorian Raiders returning and carrying on the fight at 41 men. No wonder those guys are so good. They literally just don't break. Angmar's still got to break through a lot of Arnorians in this centre point here. I wonder whether if Arnor was around in the like the Lord of the Rings era, like later on in the Third Age, whether Sauron would have had as much luck. Because I feel like Arnor would have helped out Rohan quite a bit against Saruman. Maybe that's why he like has the Witch King go and take out Arnor, because he knows how important it is to the Men of the West. Kind of like holds that sort of central region, the Middle Earth, quite nicely. These fanatics of the Witch King are nearly out of ammo. That's good to see. I mean, there's not going to be much in the way of archer fire coming onto that guard of Anuminas. Means they could possibly put him back into the front lines to influence that fight there if they fancied. Because the Arnorian spear guards are getting chopped up here by Wardens of Angmar. Trolls are getting in the front line here. Trying to smack their way through. Smack them down, boys. Smack them down.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Yeah, the Northern Trolls. We'll have to have a look at the end of the game and just see what their kills are. Doesn't seem like they're getting many kills. They're also struggling to get to the front line at the moment. It's one of the problems with Trolls that they're like the units wait. They're like trying to push through. It's not like an elephant. Like, see, they're trying to almost pull through currently to try and get the Trolls to come forward. They are like, they're doing more running forwards than they are actually swiping at people right now. Finally, the Goblins have made a move at the back lines here. It's actually looking like it's pretty dangerous here. High King Blade Masters, they're getting absolutely destroyed right now by these Goblin Archers. Shock infantry here, just, yeah, no match. And it's allowing these Goblin Blades to win this fight quite easily. Just like that, they're broken. Spear's now going to carry on the fight here. They are going to get flanked. Goblins are in, that's the thing. And they can use this whole huge gap here just to flank around. I mean, the Goblins might break here, but it's not like they can stabilize this front too quickly. They're going to need some more reserves to come forward. Whether Arnold will send any, I don't think he will. He's got plenty of troops back here, but yeah, he's in no interest of sending stuff back. Well, maybe this Arnorian sword might get sent back, but we'll see. But it is not looking good right now. Great swords of Cardland there coming forward. Right now, Fornost is not looking good. It looks like it might be falling again. We've got dismounted Knights of Arthedain in here, so they're sitting in the elites. With their great red shields. Whether they're red because of that's their actual color, or whether they're red because it's the blood of their enemies, I do not know. These Knights of Arthedain, they're experts in killing Rudar scum. What is that? A shock infantry that Angmar has just thrown in? At least I think it was Angmar. No, it's not. It's Legion of Gundabad by Rudar. It's like an orc unit. They look pretty cool. I'll give them that. Angmar is, with his new Legion of Gundabad here, starting to push back Arnor. But these Blade Masters of Cardline won't allow it. The Great Swords of Cardline, I should say. They are losing, but they'll take many of these Gundabad scum with them. Oh, I think they've got this unit in the front lines here, if I can find it. It's a spear unit here, Disciples of Angmar. They're a 200-man, oh no, they're a 100-man unit. They literally fight to the last man. They're insane. There's a spear unit, they're a double-hand spear unit. Not exactly the greatest of like killers, but they fight to the last man. So it makes it really hard to, if you're fighting like a choke point against Angmar, makes it very hard to break through when you've got this unbreakable unit there. They potentially could be holding that line. Yeah, it's a pain to fight. But yeah, very cool unit. Oh no, the center has crumbled. This is not good. Don't tell me this is the final general. Oh no, he's still safe back there. Okay. Oh, I think this is the general that had the tower collapse on him. Unfortunately. Yeah, they're now fighting here, but yeah, this is not good. Trolls and other infantry here broke through the center, and now they're trying to scramble some forces to try and defend it, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do all cameras here. They're getting killed. They're going to get some easy kills against those archers. They're still fighting over here, which is where I thought they would get broken through first, is here. But it's not the case. And it's not looking good right now at all for Arnor. I mean, yeah, they're going to need some serious aid. Where is Gondor? Where is Rohan? Arnor needs their help. They're going to get rear charged now as the those Arnorian general unit there. I mean, they're without the general already. Just the bodyguard. They're getting surrounded by Blades of Angmar. And yeah, it looks almost over. You can see Arnor here is just... Well, it's not almost over. It's almost over for this wave. It's the final defense here that's about to take to the battlefield. And it looks like Goblin mercenary cleavers are going to be first in. Going to fight the guards of Illuminus. That's a whole different story. But yeah, I mean, these archers, look at these. Arnorian bowmen, full ammo basically, or half ammo. Getting sliced and diced here by Angmar. Oh, sad to see. It's actually Rudars. The disciples of Angmar again. So technically it's Angmar, but it's not. It's actually Rudar. Yeah, they just routed that unit there. That's sad to see. And look at that. The second wave's all but gone. Oh, it's sad to see. But yeah, now the final defense. Defending the, I don't know, the temple or the citadel. Whatever this is supposed to be.
Their unit has rallied.
It's not looking good. Balance of power. I mean, what we're looking at, 19. Basically 2,000 against 6,000. The men of Arnor must hold. Pick yourself up, soldier. Prepare to fight the legions of orcs. They're coming, and there'll be plenty more to kill before the day is out. Yeah, it looks like these goblin archers, I swear, just never run out of ammo. They have endless ammunition. They have shields as well. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they're firing in there, trying to weaken these guards of Illuminus. I mean, they are pike stacking. It's a valid strategy. Doesn't seem like it's going to save them. Goblin mercenary archers here. They're getting shot at. They don't give a damn. Goblin lives don't matter. They're actually going to stack another unit. Oh no, maybe they're not. They're going to... Oh, I thought for a moment maybe we're going to see a rush from the swords. They rush out and get these archers. And the archers are coming forward, so they might encourage this charge from the Cardland swords. They are getting pretty damn close. You might want to be careful that Goblin mercenary archers here. We can get all the enough bowmen over here. They could rout all these archers. I mean, this is what they should have been going for when they had the cav all the way back here at the beginning. They should have been trying to rout the archers, trying to get those archer kills, because archers are what do the damage in siege battles like this. Yes, these brave defenders form shield wall, but it won't stop them from the barrage of goblin archers. Pretty brutal. The Arnorian bowman back here.
Weapons ready!
Keep firing, men! Fire until your hands bleed. We must defend Arnor with everything we can. I mean, you could reuse the enemy's arrows against them. That's what I'd start doing. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of routing troops there. I hope these are from earlier waves, because if they're troops that are already inside the defense, that's not a good sign. Yeah, these all look like they've all been in a fight already. All pretty battered up. I mean, look at this. These acolytes are still standing, and they're fighting from the first wave. Like from when the Cavs sallied out. That's incredible. These units are tough to kill. I presume you probably have to get around the sides of them and stuff. Fanatics here still shooting, and they're shooting into the sides of these defenders, trying to do some damage to them. But yeah, no, it seems like they've still got plenty of ammunition. Goblin mercenary archers back here as well. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them left. A lot of archers left anyway. I mean, attacking wise, yeah, they've still got a decent amount of swords as well. And some good amount of shock here. Lots of wardens and orc hammers. So yeah, it's not looking good at all for Arnor. But you gotta believe. Gotta believe. I mean, all you have to do is kill Morgamir, remember. Like, all that has to happen. If Morgamir gets himself at the front lines and gets killed, then there's a chance. You never know, a chance. Cardland swords, they're retreating. They're taking too much fire. They're going to pull back. Morgamir is only back here. He is very much well protected. I don't see him coming forward anytime soon. Imagine if they had a cav unit, though, just in the back. Just charge him or something like that. That would be hilarious. A nice little way to snipe him, take him out. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a build-up before the actual assault comes. Whenever that is. But yeah, so I'll make a cut here. And I'll see you guys when the assault actually begins. And here we go, the bloodshed has begun. So the goblin archers, when they run out of ammo, decided to just get themselves impaled on the spears and swords of the men of Cardalan here. And this will happily be accepted by the men of Cardalan. These archers have been the bane of their life this entire battle. And now finally they get to die. Guards of Anuminas also doing some good work there, but keep killing them, boys. The archer towers as well, I mean, they're going to just demolish these attackers as they come forward, and they also do a bit of damage, you know, fire ammo, you know, with the archer towers. It does some morale damage, but yeah, here we come with some actual proper infantry now coming forward. We've got the mercenary goblin chieftain coming up in a wedge formation as well. Maybe he's going to try and pierce through this spear line. Don't know if they'll really achieve much. This brave guy over here, absolutely surrounded by goblins. What a mad lad. See if he survives. I mean, he's a spearman, so the best he can do is probably defend himself from these goblin chieftain. And then the archers get axes out when they're finished, which is pretty cool. He's still alive. He's actually being pushed back to his own lines. Probably for the best, mate. He's like, I'll take them all on myself. I'll take the entire Angmar army on. What a crazy guy. Oh, no! Rip in peace. Now he's trampled by his goblin opponents. How dare they trample such a brave man. Oh, no, this is not good, though. Swordsman and Cardalan here getting surrounded. They're wavering it with 130 men still remaining. Fight on! Fight on for the memory of Cardalan! Fight for your people! Do not abandon Arnor in this time of need. I mean, they could just countercharge if they wanted to. This Blaze of Angmar here is very much counterchargeable by the High King's Guard, or just anything down here could just countercharge it. It would be very, very handy. I mean, they don't really have the men, that's the problem. There's not exactly many reserves back here that are available. I think this Sword of Cardalan here is almost being left to its own demise. Just gonna slaughter this unit. Poor, poor men of Cardalan. They will become man-flesh snacks for the orcs. And there they go, they break and they'll be slaughtered. Poor guys. Looks like an assault is being prepared on this far flank as well. We're going to see a mercenary goblin chieftain general come forward, along with some blades of Angmar. Not exactly the strongest of assaults, and there's a pretty good defense over here. This is Guards of Illuminas. We've got the dismounted Knights of Arthedain, and we've got some Spearmen of Cardelans. They've got some good units here. There's a bit of archer ammo as well. I'm sure they'll use that up before they go in. But yeah, it's going to be... Gonna need a little bit more than that, I think, to break through there. This fight is still going on. We've still got the Disciples of Angmar going in here. We've got Wardens of Kameth Bryn. Good units in here. They're not messing about now. There's no Goblin Archers being sent in. It's the sending in the heavies now to try and break through this choke point. The phalanx of pole arms is coming forward here.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to
They've sent over some dismounted Knights of Arthedain as well. These guys cheering in the back. They're like, give us some orcs to kill. I didn't even see their officer. Their officer's like badass. He's got a massive double-handed sword. Hope he gets a few kills. Oh jeez, look at that guy. He just got impaled on a pike. I don't know if you saw that. Jesus, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Poor guy. Got a new eye given to him. Pole arms here. Guards of Illuminas coming forward now. They're poking away. They've started their assault in the center choke point as well. Yeah, look, why are all the routing troops coming through here? You guys were never here to start with. This is just your die, and they're just going to milk kills to these or cameras and various other things down here. Confuse the lines of the Arnorians as well. We've got the High King's Guard here. They're trying to do their best, trying to kill what they can. Seems like they might hold this line here for now. Oh, I don't know. These archers are firing to the flank, aren't they? Yeah. The fanatics over here are just burning through their ammunition, and they can barely see the polearms, but they're just firing over that ledge and into the side of the polearms. What a immense angle they're firing into. Yeah, doing damage to these guards of Illuminas, that's for sure. Hey, look at this High King's Guard. They're winning decisively against everything in there. Fresh troops now coming in, more blades coming in. And also looks like we're going to see a Orc Hammerer come forward here. They ain't messing about. Sending in the heavy boys. And there's also trolls coming forward here. They're actually getting shot at by somewhere. Oh, they're getting shot at by archers. Fair enough. That makes sense. Looking good on this side for now. Polearms are losing these guards of Illuminas anyway. Are they going to try and pull back? No, they're just going to try and carry on taking on the entire army of Angmar here.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit. Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Looks like these guys are going to waver and break here, though. And then it looks like this assault over here never happened. Looks like they actually are just going to sit back and just be patient. They're not going to even make an assault here. By just having their sheer presence here, it ties down a lot of troops. I mean, I think they could take this dismounted Knights of Arthedain somewhere else. I think the spears and the polearms could be enough, but we'll see. Certainly feel like these other two choke points are going to need reserves at some point, especially with that guard of Illuminas there getting focused down. These bows actually can fire in an insane way, it feels like, these Arnorian bowmen. They're going to fire all the way back here, and they're hitting these trolls. They're still killing them. Down to 3. Down to 2. They're going to break this unit here in a moment. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, there you go. Broke that troll unit and killed another one. Oh my, they killed the entire unit. Wow. There you go. That's very handy, killing all those trolls. Back in the front line, so it's ferocious as ever. This High King's Guard still fighting on. The spears here. These acolytes just refuse to break. These guys have been in since minute 1. Bows need to get back, get back. Don't get into combat just yet. I'm sure your time in combat will be coming very soon, but not just yet. Anything? Do they have supply barrels back here? No, they don't. I don't know if they could actually get supply barrels in this map, but they could do with them. That's for sure. Resupply for archers could be key about now. Fresh unit of Guards of Illuminas. I don't know where they're getting these units from now, but they're throwing that in there. I mean, look at that. Band's power is 1100 against 4300, so yeah, it's still not looking great, that's for sure. But a lot of the troops seem like they've been committed by Angmar. They're just seriously blowing up right now. There you go, yeah, High King's Guard, they're still pushing forward. These fanatics don't give up though either. They're still going to try and shoot into the side, weaken what they can. Has Morgamir yet been committed? No, he is still back here, still being held in reserve. There's still 10 minutes to this battle though, so there's still plenty of time for him to go in there and get killed. And save Arnor. Spears of Karlan here. They should be able to beat these fanatics. We'll see. I mean, I imagine they've got their name fanatics for a reason. They're probably pretty good at melee. Let's see. Oh, I know why there's a fresh unit of pole arms on that side. They took it from this side. Probably for the smartest side here, because there isn't any pole arms over here that they need to worry about. There isn't much in reserve now. What is there? There's a High King's Guard here that's relatively healthy. There's a couple of Arnorian bowmen that will get sent in, I imagine, when they run out of ammo. There's a High King's Guard here as well that's still healthy. And then there's the General, I imagine, somewhere. There's a Knights of Arthedain. Where is the General? Oh, he's actually in the front line already. What is he doing here? Get out of here, Knights of Arthedain. There's a healthy unit literally somewhere else that could have been sent in before you. Well, this is not good. They're going to need to send these, send the General back and send the High King's Guard back in. The General's losing because he's getting focused down by archers. There's one wrong shot, well, I guess right shot for the Orcs, or wrong shot for the Arnor, and it kills the General. That's GG. It's over. Fornost falls, just like that. Here we go, Pikes of Angmar They should be able to break through now. There's no polearms over here to oppose them, which is the only thing that really could. But even then, pikes outrange polearms. Polearms ain't looking good on this side either. Even with their triple bronze chevrons, they're getting shot in the... I thought they were getting shot in the back, but I think that's actually Arnorian bowmen. The polearms here... Well, I mean, they were losing. They're back to combat even now. There's a lot of bodies in front of them, so it seems like they've been doing work. High King's Guard over here trying to rout these Goblin Mercenary Archers. Somehow snuck around the sides. Impale these boys. Get some easy kills. Seems like the same thing's trying to happen on this side here. The Guards of Illuminas flanks are being protected right now by some super elite units. They're going to need a little bit more help because they're running out of men. I can hear the cry, like, prepare to die. It just feel like that a little bit. I feel like the Arnorian men might want to just accept their fate. It is not looking good. There you go, yeah, High King's Guard. They've beaten back those archers. But I think they're going to need to come over here and help replace this Knights of Arthedain very shortly, because this is where it's looking bad. The Legion of Gundabad are chopping through them. And that general over here, is he still losing? Looks like he is. Yeah, it's not looking good. They keep bringing up, you see all the archers over there, the Goblin Mercenary Archers, they keep just mobilizing. Come and shoot this general. I think the only choke point is going... Well, I was about to say the only choke point that's going relatively well is this one. I guess it kind of is. There's more Goblin Chieftain has somehow got around side. I don't know how he's managed this. He's Chief Tan, not Chieftain. Chief Tan. He's got a tan out of this and he's the chief man. Yeah, they're actually been sliced and diced, these dismounted Knights of Illuminas. Knights of Arthedain, sorry, not Knights of Illuminas. One cav unit right now would be very useful for Arnold. They can just charge a lot of things, like rear charge that. They might want to come over here and charge some things here as well, because this is not looking good. The polearms have failed. The High King's Guard, which is still at this tower, being surrounded and isolated. I think we're seeing archers as well going to combat here. These bowmen trying to do their bit. That general might need to think about retreating. They are capturing the point here. It's not good. Goblin mercenary cleavers here are in. It seems like the goblins have been the most effective army out of anyone here today. They seem to be the responsible for breaking through just about everything. They get a volley off before, yes, gun down the first few goblins. Then they go. And they'll slaughter those Arnorian bowmen, I'm sure. Seems like the King's Guard, you know, they're holding for now. They managed to hold the victory point, they pushed them back. There's another whole wave of goblins still to come. Too many of these damn goblins. That's what the dwarves said at Moria.
The
Enemy general is dead. So that is the Goblin Chieftain over here dead. Kind of expected that one. But it's not Morgamir, that's the thing. They've got to get Morgamir. He's not even been seen near the front line. That's the thing. They've had too easy time of it of Angmar, that they haven't had to send forward Morgamir, which is literally the only way that they can really lose this fight, is by committing this guy here. And he's not had to be committed. I mean, they're just having to commit their final trolls here to try and just finally kill this final general off. They kill him, then it's GG. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like for the scenario, maybe the defenders just didn't have enough. I mean, I'm not sure. They nearly had 9,000. But I don't know. Maybe if they could defend a little bit more, like they could all defend together, maybe it would be a bit better than just instead of like the tier. I don't know if that really works. Like, because really, the armies of evil can just throw everything they have, while the defenders can only send forward a couple of units. Well, like can only fight with one army. They're gonna lose whatever happens. Just gonna hope that they can take out as much as possible. Like you're relying on the attacks to play really dumb and not just like cheese it. Yeah, it's not looking good. Those Knights of Arthedain, they just killed that Goblin Chieftain. They've come over here to try and help defend the point. It makes for a cool looking picture. A brave last stand here by the Knights around the literal point itself. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be enough. So much Arnorian blood has been spilt this day, and for what? And there you go, they broke through. I mean, they should have killed the general, I would have thought. I haven't heard the notification they have, but I presumed he'd be dead. But I guess if he doesn't fall, the battle's not over, I guess. If he routes, I guess there was nothing in that saying they don't have to quit, but I mean, it's not like the result's in doubt. It looks like Arnor is going to be defeated here. Fornost is going to be falling into the hands of Sauron, and it will become a stronghold of evil as Arnor corrodes away. His High King's Guard, they're putting up a fight, a stern fight. Keep it up, men. In front of the great, I don't know what this is supposed to be, a basilica or headquarters. Oh, it looks like maybe army loss is coming into it now. Bernard McCardle certainly as a weaker tier unit, only trained. They're starting to feel the effects of the loss of their general. Even if he isn't dead, just running away, that's enough for them to nearly break. An army losses will be coming into it, but yeah, the elite units like the High King's Guard, they'll probably fight to the very last man if they have the chance. Looks like they're capping the point as well. We might just see a mass rout in a moment. We'll see. If they rout this to Spearman and Cardland, oh yeah, there we go. There's one. Oh yeah, these guys are all starting to waver now. I think it's our army losses have just had enough. That's it. That is game, and that's a valiant defeat for the forces of Arnold and a well-deserved victory really for Angmar. I mean, they played well, to be honest. I mean, they did lose a lot of troops. They've not come out of that looking good, but yeah, Arnold, I just don't think had enough. I also just don't think they should have like had the tier sort of like bend one at a time almost, because it just became almost like a 4v1 in a sense. But yeah, this was sent in by Chagatai Khan or Bulk. So he's done quite a few of these scenarios now. They're quite interesting. It's nice to see them being done. And it's on a cool map as well. Fornost, kind of an interesting sort of one. But yeah, 116 kills these Knights of Arthedain here. His general that fell right at the beginning. Then we've got 194 kills as Arnorian Spearguards. Dunedain Range is actually getting into the 200s. Did very well. 236, 228. His Cav, 229. And 132 of these Knights of Arthedain there. Then we have Noob Toronto playing as another Arnor army. I think he had the elite one at the end, perhaps. This looks like it could be. Because there's a lot of High King's Guard here and Guards of Anuminas. I mean, some of his Guards of Anuminas here nearly getting 500 kills. With 491, that's very impressive. 456. And his Arnorian Bow's getting 232. His Spearman of Cardalan, 134. And his General here, 224. So some good kills there. Then we have Kublai Khan, who I think is Holy Banana. Playing as Arnor as well, obviously. 223 kills with these Arnorian swords, 173 with another one there. His High King's Blade Masters, 61 kills, 103 with the Arnorian Spear Guards, and 148 and 182 with his Arnorian Bowman here. Then we have Winter's Might playing as final Arnor army. 169 kills with the Guards of Venuminas, 154 with the Swordsmen of Cardolan, 124 with the Great Swords of Cardolan. His Bows of Arnor getting 321 kills, 191 kills, and his Cav getting 135, so not too bad there at all. Then we have Ike Leech here playing as Angmar, 141 kills with his Blade Masters, 391 kills with these Blades of Angmar here. Wow, yeah, these guys, it's all his blades really did pretty well. His Orc Hammer's getting 279 kills, 152, yeah, did very well. Acolytes of the Witch King, 203 kills. I think we were in the fight from like the start of the battle. It's insane. 166 kills with the Pikes of Angmar, 179 with the Fanatics. And his Trolls getting 97. Then we have Zach playing as Rudar, 148 kills with the Arnorian Raiders. His Great Axes of Rudar, 156, 153. His Legion of Gundabad here getting 171, 196 kills. So some very good kills there for his Elite Shock. His Pole Arms, his Wardens of Bryn here getting 270 kills, 241. His Disciples of Angmar getting 148 kills. And then the Cav here getting 159 kills, 131, so not too bad. Then we have Thundernut playing as Angmar, 131 kills with the Goblin Mercenary. I think he had the whole Goblin army. He did quite well, actually. I felt he was doing a lot of the pushing, causing a lot of problems for Arnor. But yeah, 131 kills there with Blade Mercenaries. And then we got Goblin Chieftain here with 132 kills. Oh, sorry, 123 kills. And then his Pole Arms, 70 kills. And then his Goblin Mercenary Archer, 118. And we have Dostil playing as the final Angmar army. And his army did okay. I feel like it had a lot of, like a lot of cheap stuff in it, like the Raiders kind of got just thrown away in the end. But 142 kills with a Blades of Angmar. 107 with these Orc Hammers. And his Fanatics did okay, getting like 164 kills, and his Trolls 68 kills there. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. Fornost has fallen to the forces of Angmar, and darkness will now descend over the region. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.